OutDaughtered. Fans surprised to know Blayke and Adam's height in 2022. Who is taller? OutDaughtered, the hit reality TV show on TLC, has been captivating audiences for years with the daily adventures of the Busby family. Fans have followed Danielle and Adam Busby as they navigate life with their adorable Quints Blayke, Ava, Olivia, Riley, and Parker. Over time, viewers have grown curious about the children's growth, personalities, and even physical attributes, and one topic that caught many fans by surprise is the height of Blayke and her father, Adam, in 2022. While fans might have assumed that a dad like Adam would naturally tower over his eldest daughter, the reality is more nuanced and has sparked quite a bit of discussion online. In this article, we will dive deep into this fun but surprisingly intriguing topic. Blayke Busby, the eldest of the Busby Quints, was born in 2008, which made her around 14 years old in 2022. As the oldest, Blayke often takes on a responsible role among her siblings. Viewers have watched her grow up in front of the cameras, noticing her quick wit, kind personality, and independent streak. Blayke's presence on OutDaughtered is significant not just because she's the eldest, but also because she often seems to balance the energy of 5 younger sisters, acting as a little helper when needed. In 2022, fans started noticing something about Blayke's physical growth. Unlike many people might assume, she's not just the big sister in personality. Her height is becoming a talking point. In fact, Blayke has experienced a growth spurt in her early teens, which is common around the age of 13 or 14 for girls. What makes this interesting is that she has reached a point where she's catching up to, or even slightly surpassing, her dad Adam in certain situations, at least from what fans observed in photos and videos shared online. Adam Busby, Danielle's husband, is often seen as the supportive and calm figure in the Busby household. He helps manage life with 6 daughters, balancing his work, family responsibilities, and occasional on-camera moments. While the exact height of Adam has not always been officially disclosed, various fan sites and interviews have estimated him to be around 5 feet 9 inches to 5'11" 175, 180 centimeter. This height is fairly average for American men, and many fans assumed that he would naturally remain taller than any of his children for many years. However, as Blayke entered her teen years, the scenario began to shift slightly, sparking online discussions. Fans first started discussing Blayke's height in 2022 when pictures and clips from family outings and social media posts began circulating. In these photos, it became apparent that Blayke had grown quite a bit. Fans started comparing the angles of photos with Adam, noticing that she was no longer far behind her dad in height. Some posts even playfully asked, "Is Blayke going to outgrow Adam soon?" The excitement was understandable. Fans of OutDaughtered have grown attached to the Busby family, watching the girls mature and grow. Height comparisons became a lighthearted way for the community to engage with the family's milestones. While some comparisons were purely for fun, others were surprisingly accurate, as fans sometimes used reference points like furniture, door frames, or standing side by side in videos to estimate height differences. Blayke's exact height in 2022 has not been officially published by the Busbys, but based on fan observations and growth charts, she is estimated to be around 5 feet 4 inches to 5'6" 162, 168 centimeter. This height is quite impressive for a 14-year-old girl, and it shows that she is well on her way to reaching or even surpassing her dad's height in the near future. Many fans have noted that girls often experience rapid growth during early teenage years, sometimes surpassing parents temporarily, especially if they inherit genes for taller stature. Interestingly, Blayke's height is not just a curiosity, it also reflects her overall healthy development. The Busbys are known for being attentive parents, focusing on nutrition, activity, and overall well-being, which is likely a contributing factor to Blayke's growth. When fans started sharing side-by-side comparisons of Adam and Blayke, social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter exploded with reactions. Some fans were amazed at how tall Blayke had become, while others jokingly speculated about whether she would soon need to duck to avoid bumping her head in doorways at home. Memes began to surface, comparing Blayke's height to Adam's in a light-hearted manner. The Busbys themselves have occasionally acknowledged these observations. While they tend to keep certain details private, Danielle and Adam have shown pride in watching their children grow and develop, and they often post about milestones like birthdays, school achievements, or even growth updates. For fans, these glimpses into Blayke's development provide a sense of connection and shared excitement about the family's journey. It might seem trivial to discuss the height of a teen and her father, but within fan communities, these topics often take on a life of their own. Height is a visual metric that fans can easily relate to, and it becomes a fun, non-intrusive way to engage with the family's updates. Fans of reality TV shows like OutDaughtered invest in the lives of the cast, celebrating milestones, achievements, and even small changes in appearance. Additionally, height can spark interesting conversations about genetics, health, and family dynamics. Fans speculate not only about Blayke's eventual adult height, but also how her siblings might compare. Given that the Busbys have multiple daughters close in age, height predictions and discussions naturally extend to the whole family, making it an ongoing topic of curiosity. It's important to remember that Blayke is not just growing physically but also maturing emotionally and socially. Height is only one aspect of her overall development. Fans have observed her taking on more responsibility with her younger sisters, participating in hobbies, and showing a distinct personality that combines independence with compassion. The growth discussions are fun, but they are just one part of the bigger picture of Blayke becoming a well-rounded young teenager. In 2022, Blayke's growth spurt also coincided with increased visibility on social media. Fans following the Busbys on Instagram or YouTube often notice her in videos with her younger sisters, sometimes standing shoulder to shoulder with her dad. These visuals make the height comparison more tangible and spark excitement in the fan community. The question of who will be taller, Blayke or Adam, is speculative, but interesting. Genetics play a major role in determining adult height, and it's common for children to approach or surpass their parents' height during adolescence. Girls generally reach their adult height earlier than boys, often around 15 to 16 years old. If Blayke continues to grow, she may very well end up taller than Adam, at least for a period of time. Fans are naturally curious about this, and the discussions often revolve around playful speculation rather than serious debate. Social media threads, fan forums, and comment sections have all been filled with predictions, ranging from "Blayke will overtake Adam soon" to "Adam's got a few more inches left." The uncertainty keeps the conversation alive and allows fans to engage creatively. While the height discussion is lighthearted and fun, it's worth noting that the real focus of OutDaughtered is the family's bond, love, and daily life. Height is simply a visible marker of growth, but what fans truly celebrate is Blayke's journey from a small child into a confident, capable young teen. Adam and Danielle's parenting, their attention to the girls' needs, and the family's interactions are far more significant than any number on a tape measure. For fans, the height topic is a bridge to more meaningful engagement. It prompts discussions about childhood, growth milestones, and family dynamics. It also encourages appreciation for the Busbys' openness in sharing glimpses of their lives without exposing private or sensitive details. In 2022, fans of OutDaughtered were genuinely surprised and delighted to observe Blayke Busby's growth in comparison to her father Adam. While Adam has always been a supportive and loving parent, Blayke's rapid growth has turned her into a topic of fascination. Though exact measurements remain speculative, fans estimate her to be around 5 feet 4 inches to 5 feet 6 inches, showing that she is approaching her father's height. The conversations around height are playful, but they also reflect deeper admiration for Blayke's overall development physically, emotionally, and socially. For the Busby family, milestones like this are simply part of the journey of raising 6 daughters in a loving and supportive home. For fans, it's an opportunity to celebrate growth, both literal and figurative, while remaining connected to a family that has shared so much of their lives on screen. Ultimately, whether Blayke surpasses Adam in height or not, the discussion has provided a fun way for the OutDaughtered community to engage, connect, and enjoy the evolution of a family that continues to charm and inspire. As Blayke grows taller, wiser, and more confident, fans can look forward to following her journey for years to come, and perhaps to more lighthearted debates about who will be taller in the future. The Busby family has always captured the attention of fans around the world. thanks to their reality TV show OutDaughtered, which follows the life of parents Adam and Danielle Busby and their 5 daughters. Over the years, viewers have become invested not just in their day-to-day life, but also in the little details that make each family member unique. In 2022, one detail in particular sparked curiosity and surprise: the height of Blayke Busby compared to her father, Adam. Fans flocked to social media and discussion boards to debate, compare, and marvel at how fast the Busby children, especially Blayke, are growing. Blayke, the eldest Busby daughter, has been growing steadily year after year, and with each new season, fans notice more and more changes. By 2022, it became clear that she had shot up in height, leading many to wonder if she had started to catch up to her father. Adam, meanwhile, is known for being relatively tall and imposing, often towering over his daughters in family photos. The contrast between father and daughter became a topic of conversation across TikTok, Instagram, and fan forums, with viewers eager to see who might come out taller in the coming years. Social media erupted when fans first started speculating about Blayke's height. Many posts featured side-by-side comparisons of photos from earlier seasons to more recent ones, showing how much she had grown. One viral thread on Reddit even compiled various pictures of Blayke and Adam from different family events, sparking intense debates about whether she was already approaching her father's height. Fans expressed both astonishment and pride at how quickly Blayke was growing, with comments like, "Wow, she's already taller than I expected," and "Adam better watch out, she might pass him soon." TikTok creators were also quick to join the conversation, making videos comparing Blayke's height progression over the years. These videos often showed a timeline of Blayke growing from a little girl into a teenager in a matter of seconds, ending with a playful comparison to her dad. Instagram pages dedicated to the Busby family also shared side-by-side images, asking followers to guess who was taller. The comments section became a lively space for fans to speculate, share their own height experiences, and marvel at the pace of Blayke's growth. Blayke has always been a standout in the Busby family. As the eldest, she naturally drew a lot of attention when the Quintuplets were born, and her personality has kept fans engaged ever since. Height-wise, Blayke has been growing steadily and healthily, much to the delight of her followers. By 2022, Blayke had reached a height that many fans found surprising, considering her age. This sparked discussions about genetics, nutrition, and lifestyle in the Busby household. Parents Adam and Danielle have been candid about their parenting journey, which includes providing healthy meals, encouraging outdoor activity, and prioritizing growth and well-being. Fans have speculated that Blayke's height could be attributed not just to genetics, but also to the family's active lifestyle and balanced diet. Many people have also compared her height trajectory to that of her siblings, noting that she seems to be on track to remain taller than some of them as she enters her teenage years. Adam Busby, on the other hand, is a naturally tall figure. While exact measurements are rarely officially confirmed, estimates place Adam's height in the range of 6 feet or slightly taller. This height gives him a commanding presence in family photos and makes him stand out during public appearances with his family. Fans have long been curious about whether any of the Busby children would eventually match or surpass their father's stature. Height comparisons between parents and children often fascinate viewers, especially when the children are growing rapidly. Adam himself has occasionally commented in interviews about how proud he is of his daughter's growth, emphasizing that their health and happiness matter more than numbers on a measuring tape. Despite his impressive height, fans continue to speculate whether Blayke could eventually surpass him as she enters her mid to late teenage years. The conversation around Blayke and Adam's height also highlights broader discussions about genetics and growth. Experts note that a child's height is influenced by a combination of genes from both parents, as well as environmental factors such as nutrition, exercise, and overall health. In the case of Blayke, fans have been curious about whether she has inherited more of Adam's height genes or Danielle's. For many fans, the height comparison is more than just numbers. It's a way to visualize Blayke growing up and evolving into her own person. Seeing a child approach or even surpass a parent's height is a milestone that resonates emotionally with viewers, adding another layer of connection to the family's journey on OutDaughtered. Blayke's height also naturally leads to questions about her younger sisters. The quintuplets Ava, Riley, Parker, Olivia, and Riley are all growing at their own pace, with some fans noticing subtle differences in height among them. Social media followers often compare photos of the siblings to guess who might be the tallest or who will eventually match Blayke's height. While each child is unique, Blayke's role as the eldest gives her a certain prominence, especially in discussions about growth. Fans often reflect on how the Busby parents manage their household, balancing attention, resources, and care for 5 children, which undoubtedly contributes to each child's overall development, including height and physical growth. Height comparisons are a perennial favorite in pop culture discussions. In many families, the tallest child often becomes the subject of curiosity and playful banter. In celebrity households, this fascination is amplified, as fans love to track changes over time. With Blayke and Adam, this dynamic has become particularly engaging because of the stark visual difference between a father and his rapidly growing daughter. Interestingly, discussions about Blayke's height have led some fans to research average growth charts and predict how tall she might be as an adult. Some online communities even make lighthearted height brackets, placing Blayke in hypothetical future scenarios alongside other celebrities, further fueling the conversation. Across social media, polls have been created asking fans to guess who is taller, Blayke or Adam. The results are often split, with some fans insisting that Blayke is on track to surpass her father soon, while others emphasize that Adam still holds the height advantage for now. Comments reveal admiration for both the father and daughter, with many expressing pride in Blayke's healthy growth and excitement to see her continue to thrive. Fan engagement in these discussions reflects the lasting impact of OutDaughtered. The show's appeal is not just in documenting family life, but also in connecting viewers to the family's milestones, both big and small. Height, while seemingly trivial, becomes a symbol of growth, progress, and the passage of time, resonating deeply with longtime fans. The 2022 height conversation between Blayke and Adam Busby highlights more than just numbers on a ruler. It reflects the enduring fascination fans have with the Busby family. Blayke's rapid growth, Adam's impressive stature, and the playful curiosity of viewers create a dynamic that keeps fans engaged season after season. Whether or not Blayke surpasses her father in height in the near future, one thing is clear: the Busby family continues to capture hearts with their everyday moments, milestones, and the ever-present charm that made OutDaughtered a fan favorite. As fans continue to track Blayke's progress, the discussion about her height serves as a reminder of how invested viewers are in the family's journey. From social media debates to fan polls, Blayke and Adam's height comparison is a small but meaningful way to witness the growth of a beloved TV family, a testament to the lasting impact of OutDaughtered and the joy of watching a family grow together, one milestone at a time.